Yesterday was a good day because one of my clients gave me this fish tank. It had been in their shed for a long time, and I think they used to have gerbils in it, so I don't think it's ever had fish, and it's exactly what I wanted to go behind the sofa here, so you can see it from both sides. Unfortunately, a couple of the corners are a bit chipped, so I bought some aquarium safe silicone and I'm just going to stick a bit around the bottom. I have tested it and it doesn't leak, but better to be safe than sorry. I've just plonked a bit of wood in there for now, but I'm not going to use that. I think I'm going to do a bonsai tree in here and have some nice guppies maybe to breed from. Not sure yet. This is 6 tanks now, so probably shouldn't be getting any more. I'll just quickly show you the others. That's the orange shrimp forest. The glass needs a bit of a clean. That's my community tank. That definitely needs a clean. And we've got a tub down there for the gold laser cories when it's cycled. And then the yellow shrimp are in the slate tank. They're doing fine, but I don't think there are any females in there. And then I've got a bowl which needs to be rescaped as it had planaria in it. So I'm going to do that one tomorrow, I think. I'm just going to stick some sealant around this now. It's supposed to be allowed 1 to 5 days to cure, which is annoying because I get the heater and the pump for this one tomorrow, just to hang on the back filter, and I quite like to get some water in it as soon as possible, but I just have to wait a few days maybe. Just quickly show you the light that I got for this one. Just a cheap one from Amazon. This was $22.49, I think. It's the same as the one I have on the slate tank, but it's a little bit wider, so it goes up to 60 centimeters. So hopefully it'll be all right. It's got a timer, so I'll just pop that on. There it is on. A bit difficult to see because there are so many other lights on in this room, but does the job. It's not top of the range, obviously, for $22.49, but it's better than some of the lights I've had. Just to show you the corners, which are a bit chipped. So far the silicone's holding, but it doesn't hurt just to put a little bit more on there. Presumably I cut that bit off with a knife. It doesn't tell you to chop the end off, but I have. And now I'm left with this bit, so I guess you screw the nozzle back on. Right, as suspected, I actually need a gun to apply this with. So I've got a very nice neighbour who loves DIY, and he will have exactly what I need. But as it's midnight now, I guess this is a job for tomorrow. Right, it's the next day, and my neighbour did have a sealant gun that I could borrow. So I've bodged the sealant on the tank, just letting that dry now, and I'll show you quickly the other bits that arrived today. So this is just a cheap heater from Amazon. It is a 100-watt heater, costs £13.97, and it heats 40 to 100 litres, and I reckon this tank is about 90 to 100. It's pretty much the same size as my community tank, and that's 90. Cheap and cheerful. I got this heater for the tub that the gold laser cores are going into, and it seems absolutely fine. Comes with a little stick-on thermometer. I'm not sure how accurate these are, but gives you a general idea. And it's not too long, so hopefully it can go across that side. It doesn't interfere too much with the view. And then I got this hang on the back filter. I could pretend that this is the first time I'm looking at it, but as you can see, I wasn't able to get it back in the box. It's from All Pond Solutions, which is a really good make. And this again is the same as the one I've got over there on the yellow shrimp tank, but it's a little bit bigger. So this was $14.99, and it does 500 litres an hour. So it's just a hang on the back filter. Just check how well it's going to fit. I have had a quick look at it. So there are some glass struts across the top, which get in the way a little bit. So comes with a carbon pad, which I won't use. You can put your own filter media in there. So I will get some out of another tank. Right, there we go. The inlet just clips together. You could put a bit of sponge around that if you're going to have baby shrimp in there. This one doesn't have a surface skimmer, I don't think, but I don't mind that. I'll just show you the one on the other tank. It has this sweet little waterfall design. It's very nice. I got these stones to try. I've not used these before. I thought they were quite interesting. And I wanted to build a sort of cliff on one side, which will have the bonsai tree on the top. That's coming from eBay. And then sloping down, so a sort of triangular composition. But now I'm looking at the placement of the inlet for the filter. I'm guessing that has to be on the low side. So we either need the filter this side in the middle of the room, or I have to slope it from right to left. which is maybe a bit odd for a peninsula tank, I'm not sure. I'll have a play with it anyway. I think I'm going to build up some of the height with some bags of lava rock and maybe a bit of aqua soil. And I've got some inexpensive gravel. It's called gravel, but it's a coarse sand, I guess. I've got 4 bags of this one and then 1 bag, and I've got a bit more somewhere of a slightly larger grain. I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to give these a wash and then probably play around with the scape a little bit while the silicon's still drying. As long as I don't put any water in there, we'll be alright.
There we go, we're covered for nutrients in that corner and in this corner as well. Oops. And then in the foreground area we can add the pestle and mortar, which has got food in it currently. And then in the foreground area we can add some tabs to 3, I think 3 will be enough. Just like that. Wash it down.